All right, we are now live. First time ever I do a live stream in English. So I'm gonna talk a bit lower than I used to because otherwise I will get lost. I'll just write here the comments. My PTE mentor, my Chinese friend think. My PTE mentor, my Chinese friend will be here in a couple of minutes so we can talk with him. You can ask your questions straight to him. And we're going to share our journey with the PTE freaking test. And what else do I have to say? The PT free week, it's ongoing. And the link is on my bio. I don't know how to say it. Here on Instagram or down below this video. Click, it's free. Video 2, it's on and people are loving it. And I think everything is all right. I'll invite Mr. Feng to share the screen with me. Dr. Feng.
Hello, everyone. It's Feng. Yeah, Bernardo, best friend Feng right here. But just to say that actually, Bernardo is way better than me in PT test.
But I have to tell you, my community already know. You were the one who told me the first word, PTE. I didn't know that it even exists. Did you know that I could take PTE test in my city in Brazil, and I didn't know that it even exists?
Yeah, I wish I can know that like earlier than that, because before I came to Australia, I take IELTS test, and that's exactly like torture. Like,
yes.
like IELTS sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just a summary of your background and what you do. Just tell them, who are you? Who is Feng?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I still haven't give my introduction. So first of all, I'm from, so yeah, the same pronunciation. I'm Fan, and I'm from China. So I've been in Australia for around 5 years. So 2 years for my master degree and another 3 years in an Australian company. Yep. So I met Bernardo when I ran the studio in the same house. And yeah, Bernardo is always energetic, smart, friendly, and nice. That's the reason why we become friends.
Yes. Yeah. And I still remember that place, that terrible place. But it brought us together, right?
Yeah. It's a terrible place, but the upside is it brought us together.
Yes, that's true. Everything in life has a good side, right?
Yeah.
But who comes to Australia and live in a nice place straight away, right? No one. We have this journey. Living in not so good places first, and then you get better place after. And what's your field again?
Sorry, again?
What's your major field that you study?
Yeah. So actually, I study computer science in UNSW, and after that, I got a job in an Australian local company. So now I'm a software engineer. I've been doing this for around 3 years. So anyone come to Australia and need a job, just let me know. If you got some kind of computer science experience, just let me know. I can refer you.
You see, everyone listening in computer science field, Feng is here with an open heart to give opportunities. Thank you for that, Feng.
No problem.
Are you the boss in the company already?
Yeah, well, if most of them just come to Australia and I refer most of them, I can be the boss of the company.
You see? Right. And back in the days, you were the one who looked me in the eye and I told you, Feng, I'm doing the English test. And you told me, which one? And I said,
Yeah.
IELTS. And what did you tell me?
Yeah, forget about IELTS. Just go for PTE. You can never get 8 in speaking in IELTS or even writing. No, it's not possible. But with PTE, everything is possible.
Yes. And then I went to do the PT. In my mind, I didn't know what it is, what was, right? And I was like, I have nothing to lose. I did 3 IELTS tests already.
Yeah,
I
I did
have
even
nothing
more.
to lose. Huh?
I did even more IELTS tests until I found out. Oh, PTE. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. And how did you find about PTE?
Well, so that's the case. Before I came to Australia, I know nothing about PT. Everyone just go for IELTS test for permanent residency, for study in another country, always IELTS. But when I came to Australia, I realized that most of the Chinese go for PTE because they just want to get their PR and they just want to get as many points as possible in their PR application. So PT is the key. With IELTS, you will never get 8.
Yes, pretty hot. And what else? All right, so we were back in the days. You told me about PTE, and I
Yeah.
gave you the chance to go to PTE, and I got the same marks I got on the IELTS test. And you remember when I was coming back to you and said, Feng, you told me PTE is easier, but I didn't find it easier. It's the same. I got the same marks.
Yeah, seriously, I got the same feeling when I took the first PT test. That's just exactly because we don't know all those tricks. So, now I'm a software engineer, and all of us know like PT will be marked by AI or software or app or something like that. So it's not really like a English test to test your English ability or something like that. It's more like how we are gonna practice those tricks and how we're gonna fool the computer.
Yes, that's the thing. And I translated the word tricks to Portuguese because it is really a trick, right? You're tricking the computer, right?
Yeah.
And then you started telling me about the essay, that you have a structure, right?
Yeah.
A template, a long template that you just put keywords inside. And you remember when you first told me that that's the way you were doing the essay. And I asked you a question. How long is it going to work? Because sooner or later, people will notice that everybody is writing the same template and PTE will change.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, believe it or not, it always works. You may see that with PT for around is it like 10 years, 8 years, 7 years or something like that? Like people has been using template for a long time and it always works.
And this story, guys, so you guys know, was 2018, early 2018, right? And this year, 2021, in March, I did the test again.
Oh, how did it go?
Same thing. It's working.
Oh, man.
Same template. Same template.
Yeah. I mean, computer is stupid. As long as we know all those tricks, you can always get 8 points, right?
Yes. And that is a reasonable question to ask, right? When you start learning the tricks, your mind can go, yeah, this is not gonna last. Sooner or later, they will change the computer, the software or something, because it's impossible to leave it like that. but it is still working.
Nah, it's just machine learning. It's not like a human being. It's not as smart as human being. Seriously, trust me. I'm a software engineer.
We are much smarter than the computer, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I realized the power of PT. That's the reason
Mm-hmm.
it's considered easier when you start learning the tricks, right? And by the way, I'm just stop for a bit. My Brazilian community on Instagram or on YouTube, you can send questions in Portuguese and I will translate if that's the case, all right? Thiago said, "Hi guys, if there is anything you want to talk about it, you can type in Portuguese. I will translate to Feng, all right? Is that all right, Feng?"
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, actually, like it's a long story. Still remember when we first met in 2018. Yeah, we both were after a PT test for more points. Yeah, and at the very first we went to Ellen. Yeah, the nice American lady in the same house. Yeah,
Yeah.
that serious. That's very helpful for our spoken English. She taught us how to pronounce the words correctly and the common phrases or something like that. Yeah, that's very helpful for our life in Australia. But it turns out it's almost nothing to do with our PT test.
Yeah, that's right. And just like you said, the jump we did on PTE, on the PTE marks,
Mm-hmm.
it's impossible to relate to our English skills. We don't skyrocket our
Mm-hmm.
English skills, right? Link two
No,
or
no,
three,
never.
right?
So, like, in order to get like, I mean, like, if you want to get like 8 in IELTS and 79 in PTE, well, it's totally different. Probably it's gonna take us like 3 years, 4 years, or forever to take an 8 in IELTS. But for PTE, if you know the correct tricks and keep practicing, you will finally make it. Probably like 2 months,
Yeah.
3 months, or something like that. To be honest, I got the friend who is really, really, really bad in his spoken English, and he took PT test for 20 times, and finally he nailed it. Seriously, but I don't think his English is good. Probably like if he's gonna take a IELTS test, probably it will be like 6, 7 or something like that. He will never get an 8 in IELTS. But for PTE, keep practicing with the correct tricks. You will finally make it.
Yeah. And I hope you hear it clearly. Two
Mm-hmm.
main things that Feng just said. Practice. I never say that it's a miracle. I'm going to teach you the tricks and you're going to be happy forever, right? It's not how do you say this, cartoon story?
The cartoon story.
I forgot the name. Fair Tales, like something like that. Fairy
Uh-huh.
Tales. I don't know. Like Cinderella or something.
Oh, Cinderella. No, I
I
don't
don't
think it's the one.
like these happy stories. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
this. You have to sit down and practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that Feng said was to learn the correct tricks. Because in our journey, we were kind of discovering the tricks, right? Sometimes it
Oh,
worked, sometimes it didn't work.
yeah. That's exactly true. So yeah, although I mean now we got the topic my PT mentor. Yeah, I did teach you some PT tricks at the very beginning, but it turns out you are very, very good at that. So we got this part of tricks, but yeah, that's what I know. But for Bernardo, it's totally different. It's not like it's around like 1 week after that or something like that. Bernardo came to me. Yeah. During that time, we were both studying in UNSW of library, and Bernardo just came to me. You know what? I just found another trick which turns out very, 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 very useful. And I did try it. Yeah, it's pretty good. So during that time, I was like, "Hey, Bernardo, you know what? You should be a PT teacher." Yeah, and here we are. Guess what? You are a PT teacher now.
I remember that 2018, and I
Yeah,
was so happy
Yeah, yeah.
that I told you a trick that you didn't know. I was like, man, I am on top of the mountain because I taught a trick to my Chinese friend who knows everything about PTE. I was like, man, I'm cracking. And it gave me a lot of motivation to keep going.
Yeah, I didn't know that tricks because that's a totally new one.
Yeah, I created that one.
Yeah, you created.
Just to give a context, it's the listening part. It's called highlight correct summary, and I created that one back on those days. And you know what? What else I created since then? And I tested these last test that I did this year. I
Ooh.
call universal template.
Mm-hmm.
Only one template for the whole test. 5 questions, 5 tasks, one template only.
Wow, that's impressive. I wish I have known that 2 years ago.
Yes, it will save us a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. And actually,
And
how many times how many PT did you take until you got like 79?
4.
4, right? Yeah, that's another one I want to mention. Actually, like during my journey, it's not like journey struggling with PTE. Like those several years, I realized one thing. I got several PTE teachers. I mean, Chinese teachers. They know a lot of tricks, and a lot of them like they just get 79 in one shot. And I don't really think that's good because no pain, no gain. For some people who fail for several times, they know like, oh, you should do this thing correctly. You should you should not do that thing or something like that. But for those people who just make it in once, I don't think they can be a good teachers. But for another 4 times, to find out all those tricks, yeah, for the first time, no, something's not that right. I need to change my strategy. I need to change this trick. Probably that's not true. I need to try another way or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, improve, right? Improvement.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, first time I'm gonna say this publicly, right?
Ooh.
I'm gonna do the test again. I'm gonna do the test again.
Oh,
to
you
see,
mean?
to see new things, to test new things.
Yeah, you come up with a lot of new tricks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what else? So how many times did you do the PTE test?
Oh man, forget about it. Probably 7, 8, 9 times. You know what? I told you the tricks, but you got your 79s like after one or two exams after that, right? Yeah, I hate it. Why how could you make that? You got PT, you got 79 way earlier than me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm blessed. Maybe I'm lucky.
Man, you just got that kind of talented to discover all those tricks against PTE.
Yeah, thanks. And let's say you lost the count, right? You did 8 times. Let's say you did the PTE 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
Did you regret doing PTE so much, or it's still worth it because you got the marks for the PR and you're gonna apply soon?
Wow, then that would be a long story. I will never regret if I still stick with IELTS. No, never. 8? No, it's impossible. But with PTE, if I keep practicing, know those tricks, yeah, I can make it. So put it this way, 2018, when we met each other, when we study together in USW library. So yeah, after like 2 or 3 months after that, you got 79, and I still haven't got 79. And I was thinking, it's not bad. Probably I've already got enough points. I don't really have to go for 79. But actually, that's not true. So not until like 1 year later, I take another PT test and I got 79. So if I got the time machine and I can go back to 2018, I just want to tell myself, well, yeah, PTE test is pretty good. Well, if you got 79, don't stop over there. Just go for 79. No, if you got 65, don't stop over there. Just go for 79.
Yeah, and that's
As soon as possible.
yeah, that's the thing, because I receive a lot of messages of people being scared of doing the PTE and failing.
Mm-hmm.
What if
Yeah.
I do the test and I don't pass?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've already paid a lot on that. You know what? So 2018, if I keep taking the test and I pass the PT test, I mean 79 points at that time, I've already got my PR. So don't hesitate. If you want to get as many points as possible, just go for it.
And you know what? There are people that don't even need to get 79, because there are the sponsor visa,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That you only have to get 50. And if the company wants to sponsor you, 50 is enough, right? There's no, you don't go to the queue to the government to invite you, you know?
Yeah, that would be another story.
Yeah, and people still are afraid of, Bernardo, I don't think my English is that good, and I don't think I can get even 50.
No. Well, put it this way. Well, if you just like what we've already mentioned, if you keep practicing with the correct tricks, you will get 79. But for 50 points, probably, well, Bernardo can help you make it probably in just 1 month or something like that. If you know all the tricks, practicing 50 points, oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, and remember the keyword, practicing, right? And I tell my students all the time, I'm going to teach you the best tricks, the easiest way to do the test, but you got to sit down and practice. We got to work together, right? What I guarantee is that I will be working. I will be working hard to inspire you, and I'm going to do the test again to keep inspiring my students. But you got to work together, right?
Yep, definitely. It's not some kind of like a magic or something like that.
Yes. And what else I wrote here? What was how was your first PTE mark?
Oh, yeah. I don't really want to talk about it, but it's around like average 50 or something like that.
50.
Yeah. Still that. Yeah, I got exactly the same feeling as you. Everyone tells me, yeah, PTE test is much easier than IELTS test, so I just give it a go. But seriously, it ends up, wow, why did I got the even lower marks? I don't understand. Yeah, but now I understand why, because I don't know the tricks and the computer. I mean, those software, those machine learning thing it's just stupid. As long as you know the tricks, 50 points. Wow, nothing.
Yeah. What was your last PT test mark? From 50 to?
I don't know. It's like average 88. Probably I got 390 and just another 82 or 84, something like that. Yeah, with all those tricks.
Almost straight 90s.
Yeah. If you ask me if I can get 8 in IELTS, no, never.
Yeah, what about 9?
No way, man.
That's what we got. I thought if you put the comparison between PTE and IELTS, maybe I'm not a 9, but I'm pretty sure I'm at least 8.5, 8.5 straight on IELTS. And I was like, impossible.
Well, it's impossible in IELTS, but for PTE, everything is impossible. Like my friend 20 times for PT and finally got 79. Yeah. Oh man, it's
And
English.
do you think that's the record that I've heard, the maximum amount of times that my community did was one guy did 13 times, 1-3,
Ooh, to get 79?
to get 79, yes.
Totally
And
worth it. Totally worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now this friend of yours did the PTE 20 times.
Yeah, 20 times.
Do you think they regret it? He regret it?
No, never. If he's gonna take IELTS, he's gonna take forever.
And now he's got the opportunity to get the PR, the permanent residency.
He already got the PR though.
He already got it?
At 20 points, yeah.
Right. That's what I keep saying. It's good to everybody to know this. It does not matter how many times you need to do the test. It's gonna be worth it. That's our mindset, right? It's gonna be worth it. I did 7 times between IELTS and PTE and multiple different courses. Even 101 private classes, plus my 101 with Feng, which was for free.
Yeah, it's one-to-one at the very first. I mean, I taught you something, and just sooner after that, you taught me a lot more tricks. Wow.
Yeah. And if you could give an advice for people who never take the PTE test, what would you tell them?
Well, just give it a try. It doesn't hurt, but just make sure you know the tricks. And you keep practicing, and then you take the test. And then you will realize 50 points, 65 points, it's very, very, very easy. If you are after 79, probably it's going to take you another several months, but eventually you will get it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? I got students who got 79 on the first attempt.
Oh, man. I wish I got a teacher like you 2 years ago.
Yeah, so, and I tell you what, 4 of them so far, 4 students got 79 plus on the first attempt.
Wow.
Yeah. Imagine that, a dream.
Yeah, I guess you are the master. You are the master now to flow the computer.
Yes. What else? And how is it going with your permanent residency? You still in the queue?
Like what I said, yeah, if I can make it in 2018, I've already got my PR, permanent residency. But since, during that time, I was like, no, 65 points, well, good for me. I've already got enough points. So I just leave it over there until like the next year after that. And I took the exam again and got 79. Yeah, during the time I practicing a lot. But the case is, although I got 79 the next year, but I've already lost it's already not the best timing. So from my point of view, if you want to get 79 for your permanent residency or whatever, or 65, better sooner than later. Just find a good teacher like Bernardo, keep practicing as soon as possible. Probably you can just think, yeah, I can make it. I can do that like half a year later, 1 year later, or something like that. But actually, no, it's not true. That's what I thought. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm so regretful. If I can go back to 2018, definitely I'm going to take more PTE tests, as many as possible until I get 79. Just don't wait. Don't hesitate. Find a good teacher. Take more tests.
Yeah, that's so powerful. And I keep saying this to my students as well. We have no time to lose.
No.
Life here, it's really intense, right?
Mhm.
It seems, I make a joke that it seems that the world spins quicker in Australia.
True.
The time it runs really fast. So as our example here from Feng, you stopped doing the test, right? For a while.
Mhm.
And then when you came back, it was a little bit too late. Not too late. You're still gonna get the PR, right?
Yeah, but that's another story. My company is gonna sponsor me for my permanent residency
Huh.
next year.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
but I've already lost 2 years. No, it's gonna be 3 or 4 years after that.
Right.
So things change very, 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 very rapid. So anyway, if you do want to get the PE test, just do it as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's very powerful message. Thanks for that. And if anyone has a question or a comment or a feedback, Tiago, so cool. Congratulations. Congratulations, Feng.
Thank you.
Good on you. Good news. Improve all the time. That's the key, right? Keep
Yeah,
improving.
that's the key.
What else? Let me check my script. I think it was about it. You have any final comments to inspire the Brazilian community?
Let me think about it. Anyway, just seize your opportunity because things will never wait for you.
Powerful, super powerful. Never leave it to the last minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know that sometimes I get messages
Mhm.
saying that, Bernardo, I need to do the PTE test in 1 week because my visa is going to expire and I don't want to go back to Brazil. It's hard, right? It's hard.
Yeah, that's a sad story. And you see, myself is not a good example at all. I should have got 79 in 2018, but I didn't get it. I got it in 2019. So I lost my opportunity to get my PR during that time. Fortunately, my company sponsored me for my working visa, but that's another story. You take it this way, if you get that 79, 65, 50, any score that you expect to get as soon as possible, things will be totally different.
Yes, correct. And there is a question from Rafael. How do we know the marks from PTE and IELTS?
Yeah, I guess you are the master because you got like a table or something like that. Like
Yes,
IELTS 7 is 65 in PTE, IELTS 8 is 79 in PTE, right?
yes. And IELTS 6, it's PTE 50.
Yeah, 50 is
Is
nothing.
3 marks.
Mhm.
But you can easily Google PTE IELTS table and you're going to find it. But basically, 50, 65, and 79 on PTE, meaning 6, 7, and 8 on IELTS. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You're dedicating your time to helping and inspiring the Brazilian community watching here. And you were the initial seed that planted in my head about PT. And I'm glad I met you. And thank you for telling me about the PT.
No problem. And you are way better now. And now it's the very, 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 very good timing for you to just teach the others with these tricks because PTE, yeah.
And the thing is, another thing that you have to consider, the borders will be open. right? We don't know when, but they have to open these borders, right?
Yeah, the border will be open eventually. But put it this way, Australian government is really good at contain COVID-19 because we got like less than 10 new cases every day throughout the whole country. I'm not sure how it is at the moment in Brazil, but probably not better than it is in Australia. But put it this way, a lot like Australian government has already, they will let some foreign students come back to Australia in the coming month or something like that. The border is opening gradually.
Yes, correct. All right, thanks, Feng. People are saying thanks to you. Mean. All right. I appreciate your time, Feng. I hope to talk to you soon, and we gotta hang out together more often.
Sure. We're both in Australia.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
No problem. See you
Bye.
soon.
See ya. That was my friend from China, which I talk a lot about him. And I'm glad he came here to us. And I just did my first live in English. How was it? Rafa. Thanks, Feng. Mean it. Thanks, Feng. Obrigada. Oh, Feng, you have to tell the Brazilian word.
I'm sorry, I've already forgot about that.
Valeu.
Valeu, guys.
Yes, nice. say it. Say it. Valeu, galera.
Valeu, galera.
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 Yes.
Valeu, galera. So you got much more talented in languages, right? How many languages do you know? English,
Just
Portuguese? Oh, just two?
Yeah.
No, seriously, you got the talent in languages.
Yes. All right. Valeu, galera. Say it again.
Valeu, galera.
Yes. All right. It's done. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Bye. All right. That's it. Semana do PTI está no ar. Só clicar aqui na minha bio do Instagram. Link do YouTube tá aqui embaixo. Vídeo 3 será liberado amanhã. Se liguem na missão, que é o melhor vídeo, que eu ensino mesmo os truques. Vou ensinar, se eu não me engano, 2 truques, 2 questões importantes da prova, passo a passo, sem esconder nada. Então, não deixe acumular. Amanhã é o vídeo importante e tem mais o vídeo 1 e o vídeo 2 para assistir. Tem que assistir tudo. Tem que aproveitar. Beleza? Um beijo para vocês. Buenas noches. See you guys soon. See you later. Valeu, galera.
Am I back?